Only the comic page?
And a post on Yes, we can talk real loud.
You can just hold the mic.
You can use this. I'm just going to use this. Is this for that?
This is for,
Oh, it works? Okay.
it doesn't go anywhere else.
Oh, 5 o'clock.
I'll just say something when you're done, I guess. Or, I don't know, it's weird for me to say.
Yeah.
Tackle Warehouse has been the premier online tackle shop since 2003, with a huge selection of not only the latest and greatest from the biggest brands, but the hard-to-find regional specialties as well. Tackle Warehouse. Click, save, fish.
Hey folks, Pro Bass Fisherman Mark Lassane here. My garage was completely cluttered with outdoor gear, but then I discovered StoreQuest Self-Storage. Now, check out my space. It's like my own personal oasis. All my fishing rods, my gear, have a home away from home. With everything neatly organized, I can spend more time doing what I love. Thanks to my StoreQuest unit, I've decluttered my life and made room for adventure.
What the flock are you waiting for? California's newest luxury entertainment destination, Chicken Ranch Casino Resort, is ready to play. Experience laid-back luxury in our modern hotel, a casino floor with views of the Sierra, and diverse restaurants and bars that'll keep you squawking for more. Experience the all-new Chicken Ranch Casino Resort, located just 60 minutes from Yosemite National Park. Visit playchickenranch.com to book your trip today.
Hi, this is Josh McMurray. I'm the city manager for the city of Oakley. We're located on the Delta. We have a beautiful shoreline, and we really want to promote the city as the gateway to the Delta and showcase everything that we have to offer. We have a beautiful downtown that's expanding, brand new restaurants. What we're trying to do is build that brand to make sure that people know that you can come to Oakley and you can do everything that you want associated with the Delta, and you can still stay here, eat here, and have a good time in a very family-friendly and safe environment.
Randall and I want to talk to you real quick about choosing the right electronics mount for your bass boat.
And we know the quality and effort that Van Foster has put into this company.
So what you get is a custom fitted mount, not some mass-produced universal mount for every bass boat out there.
Seat pedestal plugs, tool holders, steering wheel spacers, and battery trays are all made with the same attention to detail that Bass Boat Technologies is known for. Check them out at bassboattech.com. You'll be glad you did.
The newest addition to the Basscat STS family is here. Introducing the Caracal STS, showcasing aggressive styling paired with enhanced performance and a continued dedication to raising the bar. Measuring in at 20 feet 2 inches with an ultra-wide 96-inch beam and rated for a 250 to 300 horsepower engine, the Caracal STS boasts agility and speed and is finished with premium features to satisfy any angler. Basscat Boats. Feel the rush.
Hey, good evening, guys, and welcome to the Delta last event of the Super 60. So, but before we talk about the Super 60 events, I'm going to talk about what's going on for next year. We got some really exciting things. Our third year, we've been making giant strides forward. It's been a pretty crazy ride so far. So I'm going to introduce our Pro-Am circuit for next year. We have 6 Pro-Ams, 3 in the Northwest, 3 in the West, and each of those Pro-Ams we're going to give away a new boat and engine package at every single Pro-Am. it's a pretty big feat, giving away 6 boats our 3rd year, so it's pretty crazy. Blessed that this is happening. So there'll be a boat with a Mercury on the back. We'll talk about the boat sponsor after the last Super 60 Championship. So we'll announce all that then, and everything that's going on with that part of it. So so now moving up, we're going to have the 2026 BAM Classic. It's going to be a combined classic with Pro-Am and Super 60 anglers. We're going to have 67 anglers compete in that event. We're going to give away $100,000 for first place, prize and cash. I don't know exactly the mix yet, but it'll be a lot of cash and it'll be a great prize. So it'll be a value of $100 grand for first place. So pretty big deal. And thank you, appreciate that. And then to the rest of the field, we're going to pay back another 150 grand. So it's going to be a $250,000 BAM Classic at the end of next year. So I think that's pretty cool. You know, trying to really give you guys something that is different, that you haven't had before, that nobody's ever done out here. So we're working hard to really give you guys something cool. So how to qualify for this? So we're going to take the top 10 pros in the Angler of the Year points in each division. We're going to take the top 4 pros in the Travelers division. So just like this year, if you fish 4 more events, we get Travelers points, and we're going to take the top 4 in that. We're going to take, so the championship is going to be a pro-only championship, like the Super 60 is. So for the co-anglers, we're going to take the co-angler of the year on each division, one for the West, one for the Pacific Northwest, and we're going to pay their entry fee for the Classic Championship as a pro, and I'm going to give them $7,500 towards the purchase of a 200 or bigger Mercury engine. So they get a $10,000 package for the top 2 co's. So the next 3 co's down below that, 2nd, 3rd, 4th place, will win their entry fees into the next year as a co or a pro. So if they feel like moving up and going to the pro side, the next year we're going to pay their entry fee as a pro angler for the next season. So it's pretty cool for the co-anglers. You know, they're not going to be in the championship, but I think it's a pretty good prize for those guys moving up. So like I said, we have 67 anglers, 34 from the Super 60 field, 32 from the Pro-Am, and then we're going to take the champion from this year. We're going to actually take 3 champions, the pro, the co-champion, and then also the champion for Clear Lake for this event. So for each qualifier event, we're going to pay out 90%. And 80%, we'll pay back 80% on the pro side at the ramp. So forget the classic money and the AOI money. Besides that, we're still paying back 80%. So at the ramp. So I think that's pretty good. And I think it's a little over 90 if you factor that in. Yeah, like I said, each qualifier will feature a boat and a Mercury package. The field will be limited to 150 anglers. So if we get to 150, I'll probably add some more money onto it. So for each qualifier, I think once we hit 100 boats, I'll pay back 1,000. If we hit 125, I'll pay back like 1,500. And if we hit 150, I'll pay back 2,500 along with the boat and the engine. So, and we'll kind of see how that goes. If I can increase that, I will. We'll see how the sponsor participation is. So I'm always looking for ways to pay back better, give you guys more. The Classic will have a $2,500 entry fee with a 100% payback. So I think all in all, we'll probably take in $220,000 and I'll pay back about $250,000. So you're getting more than 100% payback on that. Some more changes that we have. Pro-Am entry fees. They're going to go up $200. Be $995 for a Pro-Am pro entry, $495 for the co-entry. So, and then it comes with a higher entry fee at a higher price. So all these events are going to be open up on the website. We're opening them up for about 2 weeks, where for guys that want to sign up for all of one division or the other. So if you want to sign up for the Pacific Northwest or the West, that is open, should be open now. You can sign up for those events, but you got to sign up for all three, put a deposit for all three. Then in about 2 weeks, it'll open up to anybody that want to fish individual events. So now for the schedule. So the Pro-Am schedule, first event will be January 23rd to the 25th at Shasta. Then we go to May 1st to May 3rd, California Delta. The ramp will be to be determined. Then 5/29 to 5/31, we're going to Mount Moses, Cascade Park. Then on 6/19 to 6/21, we're going to Potholes. 8/28 to 8/30, we're going to Columbia River. 9/18 to 9/20, we're going to Don Pedro. So that's the Pro-Am schedule. Super 60, we're going to start out March 20th at Lake Havasu. And then we're going to go to Brownlee, Farewell Park, 6/26 to 6/28. Columbia River, 7/31 to 8/2. And then we're going to end up the season 10/16 to 10/18 at Don Pedro, with our classic being 11/13 to 11/15. And we haven't locked in the lake for that one yet, but we will, I think, over the next month. Yes, sir? Do it here. We're looking at a lot of different options. So, if you haven't noticed, we have a big staff at these events and a lot of stuff. These events don't come free or don't come cheap. So we're trying to get communities to work with us. So to make this, we want to have this tour last, indefinitely. We don't want to end up, in a bind at the end of the year. So we want to make sure that this tour is going to last. And, a lot of that comes with community support, all your guys' support, sponsor support. So, that's basically what makes it all go around. You want to add any? Michael wants to go over the kayak events and maybe the scholastic events. And then that's all I have. So that's kind of what we're doing next year. And, maybe we'll see about the year after. It could be even better.
Yeah, so I guess what I'd like to really add on is how unique of a position we have going into the 2026 season. It's extremely rare to hear of a boat being given away at a tournament nowadays, and on the West Coast, having a boat given away at every single Pro-Am event is an even bigger feat. And that is due to partners and the participation that's coming up and growing out here. The brands that are stepping up, they aren't disclosed yet, but as change comes, comes from a positive force, and the brand that we're partnering with is one of the most positive and growing brands in the industry. We've got a great connection and partnership that we've been working on for the last 2 years alongside Bass Cat Boats, and they're still working with us for the Pro Tour Championship. Brennan Osborne just won a $65,000 Bass Cat Pantera Classic at Lake Almanor 2 weeks ago. So we had a great run with Bass Cat, and they have a stellar product. They always have. They've been in the industry for over 54 years. And we appreciate the support and the long-standing support that they've had to the West Coast. And as we progress, as the West Coast progresses, this positive change is going to be a progression as well. So we look forward to seeing that. We look forward to Mercury being that partner that's going to back that boat. Mercury's also been a long-standing partner on the West Coast, and they're another reason why this is possible. But if you're a co-angler and you're looking at this as an opportunity to fish and you're upset that you're not going to be able to make a championship, there's still opportunity. If you win the division, which it's kind of a winner's take all league out here. Every time you're in a tournament on the West Coast, generally, if you're not first, you're last, but even if you're third on the co-angler side, you're still getting opportunity to become a pro angler in the next season. You're getting your entry fees covered. And you get the opportunity, if you win the event, to get to get an entry into the largest event that's been done on the West Coast, payout-wise, since I've been in the industry, and since probably a lot of the other individuals in this room have been in the industry. So we're at a unique point where we have the opportunity to grow. And if you're a pro angler, you've had 2 years to look and see what we're doing out here. And if it's your time to get on, then you better get on that horse quick, because it's going to start running and it will fill up quick. We've overcome every obstacle that we've had over the last 2 years, and there have been obstacles. We're not perfect, but we work towards perfection every time. We do blast off in the morning every time we do a morning prayer, and every time we put a bag across that stage. So we're working hard because we know the passion that you guys have for the sport. We know where the sport can lead, and we want to help get that point in the future. So that Scholastic Series is also going to be extremely exciting next year. Just as it has been for the last year, we did a trial run this year. The college side was not as successful, so we're not sure what the college side will look like moving forward. But for the Scholastic Series as a whole, with it being based on the idea of fishing as a co-angler in a pro-am level event for 2 days, any high school angler and any college angler has the opportunity to pay $100 and fish as a co-angler for the first 2 days of the event. And as long as they sign up in a timely manner, they have a spot in the tournament. There's no first come, first serve. It's if you sign up on time, the field is not full, and you're a high school student or a college angler that wants to fish as a co-angler in one of the largest and most elite tournaments on the West Coast, you have the opportunity to do so. Simpson University will be donating a scholarship as well to that again, and there will be more partners hopefully coming down the line. If you're a partner out there that wants to help that next generation, that wants to help grow the sport, we're happy to have you come on board and talk with us as well. There might be a spot for you to fit, because we are growing, and there's a lot of room to grow and a lot of room for people to join in with the cause. So for the kayak side, that's also another part that we're passionate about out here. The kayak series has grown tremendously over the last year as well. That started 2 years ago, and we started with close to 30 to 40 boats at every tournament. We ended the season with almost a 70 boat average. So 2 of our events had a very large turnout, and the other ones were on smaller bodies of water that we learned from, and we're learning to put locations that are more key for the California kayak angler. So we'll be doing the kayak series as well. That should be posted up today too. But it starts at Lake Don Pedro on 4/25. So we're starting at Lake Don Pedro, then we're going to to Clear Lake on 5/17. From Clear Lake, we go to the California Delta for the last West Coast Championship qualifier. So the first 3 events are all West Coast Championship qualifiers as well, one of the largest tournaments for the kayak scene. After those 3 qualifiers are done, we have one last regular season event at Eastman Lake on 8/8, and that will be the final regular season event to get into the kayak championship. The kayak championship, it has been determined, it will be at Lake Shasta for 2 days at Bridge Bay Marina on 9/12 and 9/13. So it should be an exciting time. If you're a kayak angler, great time for you to get into the sport as well. If you're a high school or college angler, don't miss out on these opportunities, because as soon as you're out of that level of competition, the price rises quick. Those co-angler prices, they did go up a little bit, but the reward went up a lot, so you're reaping quite a bit out of it. The pro division for $995, having the opportunity to win a boat at every single open tournament, that's pretty amazing. So give Mark and the staff a hand one more time on this fantastic partnership. And there will be more info coming down the line, so if you're tuning in live on Facebook, on YouTube, on Instagram, or any of our streaming platforms, just know that you can reach me at any time at 209-769-4546. I will be the tournament director at all of these events, and I'm happy to answer any of these questions that you might have. All of the rules are online, and you're able to go all in right now. So if it's your time to shine, you want to solidify one of those 150 spots, and it's time for you to make a name, then get on the bamtrail.com website, and we'll see you out next season at Lake Shasta on January 23rd. All right, and now go to the Super 60 page, and then we'll do the pre-tournament meeting.
We'll speed it up. I know.
Yeah.
I'm ready to go to dinner. So
Going to be a championship.
good question.